What about this? Creating project with great animation and creative transition effects? Well, you came to the right place. Hello everyone, Alexander from the secondunit.net here, and today it's time for another super crazy tutorial about creating some amazing motion graphics inside After Effects. Impress your audience with the upbeat, energetically animated project. So this is the animation that we'll be creating today.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So this is the multi-versatile project. It can be used as a short introduction to your company broadcasts, conference, presentations, slideshows, TV shows, commercials, advertisement, promotions, events, videos. So again, I will try to keep this one as fast as possible, considering that we will build this one from scratch. I will not spend too much time explaining some basic stuff. Rather than that, I will focus just on the process of creating this title so you can hopefully understand the procedure from start to finish. We will create this entire project just with the basic After Effects plugins. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, first let's create composition with the name Stomp Opener. It will be full HD composition, 14-second length. Now let's create another composition with the name Media 1. Full HD, 14-second length. Let's create another composition. It will be displacement map. Full HD, 14-second length. We'll create folder, render comps, another folder, don't touch, and another folder, change files here. Okay, so let's organize the files. Displacement and don't touch. Inside the Stomp Opener composition, we will import displacement map and media 1 composition. Let's create another folder. We will rename it to images and let's import some images. File, import, file, and then select a couple of images that we will use inside this template. So open the media and let's drag and drop one image inside the composition. So use S key on the keyboard, or you can transform, scale and scale down the image so it can fit composition perfectly. Let's duplicate the media 1. So Ctrl D on the keyboard to duplicate again. Now we will select and double click to open all. Hold Alt and drag and drop it. Be sure that you select on the timeline the image and just quickly replace existing image with the new one. So just be sure that you select the media first and then select in the project setting window another image and hold Alt key and replace. Let's use S key on the keyboard and scale. Now media 7. I will hold the Shift key so I can scale without losing aspect ratio and position it. Let's scale it up. Again, using Shift key with the mouse button. You must hold the Shift key if you want to maintain the aspect ratio for the image. Let's create another composition. Text 1. Let's create text simple. Open sans, bold. Let's align it to the center of the composition. Let's hit the P on the keyboard. Let's insert a couple of keyframes so we can animate the position of the symbol and use these ease. Now we will close all the compositions. Let's organize files again. Now we will open the displacement map and use the shape tool to create shape, and we will split the composition in half. One half will be white shape layer. Let's insert another adjustment layer. Displacement control. Now we will add displacement map effect, set both channels to alpha, 0, 0, and let's set layer 2 as the source file for the displacement. Now we have the animation for the text, and let's transform, scale, and let's scale the media 135, and again ease. Now 2 seconds, and let's animate the displacement map 0, 400. Okay, so we have something like this. We have the image, the text, and the displacement map for the entire composition. Let's increase the scale to 180, and it looks like this. Okay, let's leave it like this for now, and let's select everything and pre-comp to the another composition. Slide 1. Okay, so let's organize the files again. Let's create another folder, comps. Images will put it on touch. So now it's clean. Let's solid also put into touch. Okay, so we have a free folder and everything clean. Let's save the file. Now we have everything ready for the next step. So we will open the composition. Let's duplicate the slide 1. Control D to duplicate slide 2. Let's select media 1 and let's find the media 2 and just again Alt, drag and drop. Let's select displacement control and let's reorganize the keyframes here. Let's go at the beginning of the animation and let's minus 250, better minus 400, and on 1 let's say 0 again, and on 115 250. So we have this kind of look. Let's duplicate text, Control D. Let's add some tracking to the text. From 90 to 0, maybe even minus. Okay, let's do easy for that as well. Now let's open text 2 and let's select shape tool and add one shape layer below the text. And let's now go to layer styles, gradient, and let's make some adjustment to gradient. Some kind of orange, pale orange, and with a darkish kind of almost gray, like this. Okay, let's rename the text. Beautiful. Okay, simple, beautiful. So let's align them to the center of the composition, and now let's open the slide 2 and take a look. We have simple, but we must replace the text with text 2, and now we have beautiful. So this is the slide 2 final. We have beautiful like this. Now let's also create transition for the, let's do the tracking like this, and also ease, and also let's select shape layer and use some scaling to follow the animation of the text. So scale like this, and now scale down to fit, to follow text perfectly. Now let's see. Okay, let's now import slide 2 and move it so at this point. Okay, now looking better. Let's move the slide 2. We will have to move it a little closer to the beginning of the animation, like this. And now we have both slides. Let's close this. Then we will cut this first slide, and we have second slide. So we'll save it again. So let's select slide 2 and duplicate, open the slide. Now let's adjust displacement control keyframes, minus 250. Let's delete text 2. Let's replace media 2 to media 3. Let's disable the scale. Now let's duplicate slide again. Now we don't need displacement map, we don't need the media, we have just one solid, white background. Now we go generate, fill, and set it to white. Now let's select text and duplicate, rename it text 4, so we know that it works with slide 4. So let's open and let's S key on the keyboard to scale, and let's select 75 to 100, 45. Let's delete the shape layer. Let's drag and drop the background here. Let's generate fill and choose white color. Generate, fill, and let's set it to black. And now let's add keyframes to the colors. Now let's hit U key on the keyboard to reveal the keyframes. And let's go frame back, one frame back, and let's select different colors. So we have two keyframes, one for the white text and black background, and next keyframe, black text and white background. Let's do ease for this. Now let's import slide 3 and slide 4 inside the main comp. Let's find the right position for these slides. Maybe something like okay, something's wrong here. Let me check this. Oh, I see. Let's delete this and import the text, and we solve the problem. Okay, so let's move back to the main composition, and now we have everything working perfectly. So let's save again. Now select slide 1 and duplicate. Let's open the slide 5 and move the keyframes on the displacement control to 1. Let's find displacement map in the project setting window, and let's duplicate map, open it, and now let's add some shapes here. Let's duplicate, for example, like this. Now duplicate again, and let's scale it and arrange it differently. Now, by editing these shapes, we will create different kind of displacement map for the slide 5. Let's replace displacement map 1 with displacement map 2 in the slide 5. And now we have different kind of slides. Let's duplicate slide 2 to slide 6. And now let's adjust again. Select displacement map and replace it with map 2. Let's replace to media 5. Let's select media 6 and replace the current one in slide 6. And let's select text 1 and duplicate to text 5 and then replace text 1 with the text 5 in slide 5. So we now have text 5 inside the slide 5. Okay, so let's change the color fill and let's set some kind of different color so it can be more visible in the whitest part of the image, like this. And let's select text 2 and duplicate to the text 6 and then replace text 2 inside the slide 6 with the text 6. So let's rename the simple to crazy and text 6. Okay, so we have beautiful to love. Let's increase the font to 160. Okay, let's move on. Let's close everything. And we have slide 6. Let's set 400 at the beginning and at the end. Let's leave this value. Okay, so let's import slide 5 and slide 6. Let's slightly adjust the displacement. Let's find motion tiles effect and let's mirror the edges. Let's duplicate the effect. Let's open the slide 5 and do the same for the media 5. Paste the effect. Something like this. Okay. Let's select slide 6 and duplicate. Let's put this slide 7 into the main composition. And now let's okay, that's the cue for the 7 slide. Let's open the slide 7 and let's slightly adjust, like replacing the media and the text. And again, let's change the type. Let's insert the passion. And let's select slide 1 and duplicate to 8. Let's open the slide 8. Let's select text 7, duplicate and rename it to logo and open it. Delete the shape layer and rename the text to your logo here. Okay, let's add to auto. Or maybe something like this. Let's align to the center of the composition and let's replace text with logo and let's insert media 8. Let's add adjustment layer, rename it to blur. Let's apply fast box blur. Add a keyframe. Now let's adjust displacement control. Add a couple of keyframes too, like this. Now blur background image. So when the logo pops on the screen, then the background image will go to blur and reveal the logo so it make it more visible to the eye. Now let's scale the logo also, like this. And now let's ease again. Let's delete the last keyframes on the displacement control. Now we can add another solid and name it fade, so we can fade out and fade in. Transform opacity, add keyframe and 100 to 0. Trim cop to work area, and now this is the final result.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Now you can build your own design based on this technique. Also, I include the project files for this tutorial so you can use them to practice. You can find the link below in the description. All you have to do is visit secondunit.net and download the project files on tutorial page. And also on secondunit.net you can find lots of pre-made, beautiful projects that you can purchase at bargain price. I hope this video helped you in some way or the other. If it did, make sure you give us a like. And don't forget to subscribe. And also ring a bell so that you might get any future tips, tricks or tutorials. Please feel free to leave a comment with a suggestion what would be the next thing that you would like for me to cover. Also, you can find me at the Patreon and join the community of the nice, amazing people that supporting this channel, helping keep this channel free for everybody forever. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching. I see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay tuned and make sure that you keep creating. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.